All right, everybody, how we doing today? Today, we're going to go through a basic instructional on how to fillet crappies, okay? I'm not looking for speed. I'm not looking for anything dramatic. I just want to show you the basic patterns that I use, the basic technique for filleting nice-sized crappies and bluegills. And like I say, I only fillet about 6 or 8 fish at a time. I don't keep a whole lot of fish. I don't need an electric knife. I don't feel the need to graduate to an electric knife. There are a lot of YouTube videos out there that are very good and explain that technique very, very well. There's a lot of good guys out there, but I prefer to use a knife. And so these are the basic tactics, techniques, little tips and tricks that I use to get nice fillets off of quality fish. So hope you enjoy it. Hope you learn a little something, and we'll talk to you later. Let's get started right now. Alright, let's get started here. Filleting a couple of crappies. And this is the way I do it. It's called the Canadian method. And it's I don't use an electric knife, I use a blade. I usually only clean a few fish at a time. I don't have a need to clean a whole lot of fish. That's why I use a blade, not an electric knife. And so here we go. First thing we need is a nice crappie, which is what we got here. And we're going to make a starter cut right behind here. Right behind the head. Try to get as much meat as possible right here. And then I like to turn the blade upside down and go like that. Come down here and find the backbone. And I'm only going about 1/4 inch into that along the backbone there. Now I feel the rib cage stop right here, and I'm starting right flat along the backbone, and I'm going to stop right there. I'll show you why in a minute. I'll take this knife, come right back here like this, and make a slice right on down. Open up the fillet. Now here's your rib cage. So when these fish are cold like this, you can just pull it and get rid of those little Y bones. Okay? Slice right on down along the edge of the rib cage and fillet out like that. Okay? Now we flip that over here, I'm going to skin the fish. Need a nice sharp knife. Lapel is good. A lot of them are good. You don't need to have a superior knife, but a good knife is a good thing. So there's our first fillet. No bones. If there's going to be any bones at all, it'll be right along this little edge here at the very top of the rib cage. I'm going to try to cut that out right now. That'll be right there. And we'll cut them out right there. That will fill away. And there's our fillet. Also, you got fat we can remove from the top and the bottom of the fillet. Okay? If you have any contaminants, they're going to be in that little bit of fat right there. But there's your nice fillet. Okay? Put them in some nice ice. Flip the guy over. Same thing here. Make a cut behind the head, real close. Come right on down past the pectoral fin. And come over like this. Again, make it nice and tight. And then we open this up like this. When we feel that rib cage stop, when the point of knife hits that rib cage, we just start going. And we got some kind of a bird messing with us. And I'm going to get mad in a minute. Okay, here we go. Pulling it apart again. Getting those rib cage and pin bones out. And nice long slicing cuts right through there. Flip the fillet over. There it is. You notice we still have that skin attached there. That's our base for filleting and skinning this fish. There we go. Right on out like that. There's how the fish should look after he's been filleted. Should have these nice little rib cages and backbone bones that you see. We discard that. We're going to get rid of these couple little fatty pieces here. Got a nice fatty piece here we want to get rid of. Okay. And then there's our fillet. Nice looking fillet. Okay. We're going to do one more. And I'm taking it slow so people can learn. And what we're going to do is, I like to handle fish that are relatively dry. And I have a glove on. I have a plastic glove. Just kind of helps me out a little bit better. And there we go. Wipe down the knife, wipe down the fish, wipe down the board a little bit. Alright, let's give it a shot. Same thing. Cut high in there, go back like that. And then we get started. And then we go right through where the rib cage stops. And then we stop at the tail. Reach down in here, make a slice back up towards the head, and lift the fillet with your thumb as you're pulling the meat away. See how this works? And I'm just using basically the point of the knife to do this. There's our fillet, attached to the tail still. And now we can just start skinning it out. There we go. Another nice fillet. I'm going to cut this little edge here that might have some pin bones in it right there. That's pin bones right there. Okay. Alrighty. Again, get rid of the fatty part. Now here's a fatty part right here on the bottom of the fillet, and it'll separate very easily from the rest of the fillet. And there we have it. Another nice looking fillet. Cool. Let's do this other side real quick, and then I'll wrap it up. Like I said, I'm not in a hurry. I've only got half a dozen fish to clean, so I'm not cleaning for a big old fish fry. And I don't need an electric knife. Poke my knife in there, feel that rib cage stop, and then you can just keep a slight 15-degree angle on your knife blade and slice on down. Lift up, start scraping along the rib cage there. Now you can pull it. And once you pull it, you'll see those pin bones just separate from that meat. The pin bones will stay right here, right along that edge. Okay? And then we can just take it, cut it right through here. Flip her over like this. And start in here to do the skinning process. Alright. Here we go. There it is. Fillet stays there. Again, there's our what the crappie fillet, or the crappie, the fish, the carcass should look like after we're done. Here's your fillet again. We're going to knock off some of that little fat, some of this fat down here, which is a good thing. When you have healthy fish, they should have a little bit of fat on. And right up in here you may have a remnant bone or two that we just cut on out. Okay, again, another nice looking fillet. Okay, alright, that's it in a nutshell. Not a whole lot to it. Basic Canada style filleting of panfish, and I'm going to finish these up, and hope you enjoyed the little tutorial, and we'll talk to you next time. Like I say, you have fatty edges along the edge of fillets, especially of big, heavy, healthy fish, and these are areas where toxins can accumulate and contaminants. If you've got some bad water quality but nice looking fish, it's very possible these fatty deposits along the bottom side of the fillet and the top side of the fillet are often areas where the toxins and the contaminants, heavy metals, whatever could be in the water that could be bad, that's where that can accumulate in those areas. So what I do is I take the edge of my fillet knife, I just trim them off. And it makes a really nice clean fillet, ready for the frying pan right now as we speak. So I hope that's a good tip you can use. You can do that with bluegills, yellow perch, white bass, white perch, any kind of pan filleted fish that you like. Keep an eye out for darker edges of fat along the top and the bottom of the fillet. You want to trim that off. Alright, that's it in a nutshell. Not a whole lot to it. Basic Canada style filleting of panfish, and I'm going to finish these up, and hope you enjoyed the little tutorial, and we'll talk to you next time. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be blessed, okay? Catch a bunch of fish, fillet them up, and eat them. We'll talk to you again.